All right, Mr. Big Chest, here we go.
Let's get it.
I got one question. Who's Mr. Big Chest?
You're looking at him
They're
right now.
They're moving right now, aren't they?
I remember my dad used to do that in the locker room back in the day. They make the chest jump and smoke cigars, so. And I've been working on a lot lately, so why not call myself Mr. Big Chest?
All right, well, man, today was awesome in Liberty City. What is that like for you, man, to go back there like that, see old neighbors, old friends?
Well, it's always humbling when you could go back and reflect and look at it with a better perspective. You know, growing up in those situations, in those old areas as a kid, you know, I never knew what the outlook was at the time in regards to the environment and the atmosphere that I was in. To where I'm at now, when I look back, it's like, man, I really made it from around there, or I could come back and be the inspiration for the guys there. See, it was so humbling and gratifying for me because, you know, I give the ones where I'm from hope, seeing what I'm doing, inspire others. So to know that I persevered and came from that, and to be in this situation now, it's just, you know, I know God's had a plan for my life and doing the right thing.
What I liked about going back there was, like, it feels like, you know, you go back somewhere like that, it feels like everything just sort of like slows down, right? Like everything just feels like, I don't know, you just felt very comfortable all day.
Yeah.
Like, what is it like when you kind of can slow it down like that?
Well, that's what life's about, you know, just be able to just be at peace and know who you are and where you come from and what you stand for. And when I go to those places over there, just give me that motivation and that encouragement to just know, like, man, everything all right. Man, I come from nothing. And I come from the areas where guys get killed, the drug dealers go to jail. It's like, that's the thing. But, you know, that wasn't my thing. And I took another approach and a smarter way about it to be the difference. And, you know, seeing my dad beat the odds coming from that same situation, just, you know, I just know that I'm destined for something positive.
All right, we talked a lot about this today, but what was your childhood like?
Well, you know, it's in Liberty City, you know, a kid bouncing around a lot, grandma's house, mama's house, you know, growing up playing football in the street, you know, tackle in the grass. You know, I always say we never went without. You know, my dad was always a talented player. You know, he made sure he gave my mom to make sure we was all right. You know, I just was in Liberty City, you know, it's like a own area in itself. So, you know, a lot of distraction, a lot of gun violence, a lot of gang violence, a lot of distractions in the midst of me growing up. But I had a great enough support system and a great enough people around to lead me the right way. You know, people that you met today, guys from the block that knew at a young age, you know, what was important to me, playing football, you know, guys who knew my mom, you know, my uncle, you know, you see my dad, and people who, you know, when I growed up, who have involvement with me, who encouraged me, you know, not be of the environment that I was from, you know, to be above it and to show, you know, not only kids and my kids, but other kids coming from those areas that, you know, no matter where you're from, that don't mean you can't go out and be what you want to be or do what you want to do. You know, just where you start, you know, where you start is not where you finish, so. You know, I think it was never rough. I just was in a rough environment as far as the environment of Liberty City, but, you know, I always had family. My grandma was a strong rock hold for my life. My dad's a legend, one of the greatest players ever in arena football. My mom's a hustler, so.
It's kind of wild, though. I mean, you speak so graciously about all these people in your lives, but you went through tough times. You had to kind of be your own man a lot. How were you able to kind of do that? How were you able to bridge the gap from basically kind of being on your own to then developing these great relationships?
Because I know everything I went through prepared me for the moment. You know, my mom knew that I was going to be the kid who had to fight the good fight. You know, I was going to be the one, the difference maker. My dad always knew, you know, my uncle always knew. So it wasn't up for me to understand at that point of what I went through, why I went through it, you know. But I feel as I matured and understood more and more, it prepped me for this moment to know, you know what I mean, like, I was the one. You know, I had to go through those things that make me appreciate where I'm at now. That's why you're able to come to Hollywood now. You just went from my grandma's little porch, right? You just went from my grandma's little porch to my 21 with my 18, 19,000 square foot mansion in Hollywood, you know?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm sitting here with Mr. Big Chest right now in this massive home.
Yeah.
But really, like...
It don't matter.
But you were like, I mean, but you went from Liberty City to Central Michigan to being a 6th round pick to where we were pulling up draft footage. They didn't even call your name on draft day. Like, they just skipped right past it. To this, like, how did you do that?
Yeah, well, just having a strong will, you know, having a strong will, having a good, strong faith, and believing, you know, no matter what you go through, it's all your attitude and how you handle it. You know, when my mom and my uncle told you, hey, man, we couldn't let him stay, his mom told him don't let him stay. So my mom already had told my family, hey, don't baby him. My mom already called my dad, hey, he got this young girlfriend, she do whatever for him, so he ain't gonna go where you need him to go. But you know, at that time, it just being a young kid trying to learn. And the older you get, I just knew if I do the right things and I'm one with God or in regards to my spirit, I know I'll be blessed. No matter how the situation look, I know I always come out on top. So I always took that approach. You know, I say sometimes may have a little angers build up, but you know, as I matured and I come more revealing with my spirit, I just learned, you know, everything for a reason. You know, you can't never have something built up against someone because of what you went through. You know, at the end of the day, God give us life, and we all have something that we have to live through or go through. And your attitude is what dictate your outcome of how you deal with that. If something was to happen bad to you right now, you could look at it 2 ways. You can look at it a good way or a bad way. And if you look at it a bad way, your mind's gonna feed you on the negative thoughts or everything bad. So I say for me, you know, yeah, I was a young kid doing things, having fun or doing stuff, man, my parent may not have liked it, you know, but ultimately, you know, I always knew what I wanted, you know, since a little kid from that block, since a little kid from my grandma's house. I grew up watching my dad be great, seeing him on MSN, balling out, you know, seeing my uncle want to be great. So I always was inspired about, you know, just that. You know, the environment and my circumstances, that wasn't in my control. You know, some things I went through in high school wasn't in my control. But I know if everything in my control, if I did it the right way and done the right things and kept a good attitude, I know things would have worked out.
So when did you know that, it sounds cliche to say, but that you were destined for greatness? I mean, when did you kind of figure it out, like when you were a 6th round pick, like, I didn't know. I mean, I don't think anybody really did. When did you know?
Well, man, coming out of high school, you know, I just, you know, I think my game took a jump more so. Just when I got to Central Michigan, you know, how I got there, I just knew, I just always prayed to God, like, Lord, whatever you have for me, just show me and allow me to just get to it. So I knew coming out of high school, going through everything I had been through, and to see that I still had opportunity in the midst of the environment I've been in, right, the stuff I've been through, it was still hope. You know what I mean? Like, I had been graced with a bullet. I had been staying here or there, you know, hanging out with the wrong crowd, you know, but yet and still, I was getting the opportunity to go to Central Michigan.
Did you say you got grazed by a bullet?
Yeah.
What happened there?
Yeah, we can't shout too much.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Liberty City though. You know, you never know what happened.
Okay. So you get to the NFL. Yeah. You're 5th on the depth chart?
Yeah, probably 5th or 6th.
Are you still in your head at this point, like, I'm better than all these guys? I mean,
of course.
But is that like a lot of guys in the league say that, right? I'm the best guy in the field every time I step on the field. But like, it takes a mentality to really.
Yeah, it's like I already know when stuff happen in life, it's like, yo, God put that in play for a reason. So it's just like track lanes, man. You know, even if I start in the late lane 8, you know, I got enough endurance to know, you know, why I'm running, what's the purpose of me running, and what am I wanting to do. So no matter what I went through, I always knew, like, I called my dad, man, I'm a rookie, man. I could be playing. These guys only doing this. But like my uncle told you today, like, hey, man, it's a marathon. Those guys gonna get hurt. They're gonna get tired. You're gonna get your opportunity. And when you get your opportunity, you just take advantage. So
wear them down.
Yeah, it's all about your attitude in regards to the situation. You know, I could have been like, man, I'm better than these guys, say all this stuff, but you know, it's all about your actions. You know, your attitude and your actions.
How much fun were those? Like, that was a breakout. Like, what's happening? Like, all of a sudden you explode. Business is booming.
Yeah.
Like, what was that like?
Yeah. Well, it's just like when you firing on all cylinders. You know, when you come in tune with your purpose, your passion. I mean, you're working effectively and towards all the. It's just like when, you know what I mean, things just start to click. You know, everything started working. You know, you started tapping into new levels, and you know, things just start getting better.
What was the best part? Like, what was the most fun of it?
I'm still looking for her.
Yeah, I know we're not there yet.
Still dreaming, yeah.
Yeah, but like the breakout is something like, it's kind of crazy because you can never go. You'll never be able to go through that again. Yeah. You'll never be able to go. Like, you'll be able to continue to grind and continue to succeed. Yeah. But you'll never be able to go from the guy that nobody knew to the guy who's the best receiver in the NFL.
Yeah.
So like that experience.
Yeah.
Do you, was there like a lot of people have resentment, chip on their shoulder, that kind of stuff. Like, was that your attitude?
No, I just want to show the people what I already knew. You know, I knew always I was a diamond in the rough. It just was, you know, showing that body of work over time. I remember one time, my dad came to training camp, and my dad loved training camp, so he usually always give me a little synopsis of if you feel like I'm at that level yet. And I remember one time my dad was like, I think he was really feeling me, like, damn, my son's kind of getting to that level now. It was probably like 6 years ago. And then he was like, yeah, man, like, I ain't never tell you before, but like, you really like that now. And I'm like, yeah, I've been like that. What are you talking about?
So even he.
Yeah. So he was like, nah, but you know, I didn't think you was really there yet. But I'm like, yo, I always was there. But that's why I say it's all about, you know, being AA, AAA. You know, your attitude, your actions. You know, all those attributes kind of make me who I am.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, your pops, by the way, like, he was starting to go to your games in college and starting to really see you playing ball. Yeah. Like, what did that mean to you?
That mean everything to me, you know. Being that I could pick up the phone in Michigan and call on my dad and, Pops, what you think about this, man? I'm ready to go to the NFL, man. Like, next year I'm coming out. You know what I mean? Just, you know, having my father a part of the process, you know, him coming to games and supporting me. You know what I mean? At the time, to me, it was everything, just that moment, you know what I mean? Not even understanding, you know, who I'm becoming or what's going on, just kind of just embracing the situation and just being excited in the moment.
So you made a good point just a second ago when I was saying basically, like, I was talking kind of past tense a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, how much do you feel like you have ahead of you right now?
How much I got ahead of me?
Yeah.
I'm light years ahead of me. I got a lot left, you know, I'm still having fun, you know, I'm still driven, you know, I'm still, you know, hungry, you know, I'm still, you know, I just love the camaraderie the game presents, so, you know, always working to be my best self and, you know, being judged by, you know, those qualities of being my best self is always a challenge for me, because the more successful I get, the more it comes the burden of people, of distractions, and just the level of being able to handle it all and deal with it the right way.
You, I mean, 31 general managers will be looking at this even. You just said that you're still having fun. Did you feel like this year? I mean, how much fun did you have this year?
I had a lot of fun.
Okay.
I scored the most touchdowns out of any receiver. You know, I was routing guys up. You know, it's fun, man. You know, everyone say when you get 30 years old, they like to throw around your age. So we just, you know, we up for all the challenges. We up for all the challenges. You know, I'm just up for the excitement of the camaraderie of a team. You know, on any level of life, you got to have a team. Corporate, you got to have a team. Football, you got to have a team. In life, you got to have a team. And, you know, I'm just all about, you know, team camaraderie in regards to committing as a team to doing things special.
I noticed that actually in Liberty City. We were on the front porch of your
Yeah.
grandmother's house, and you reference them as the team.
Yeah, because that's like family as a team. You know, when people say stuff about me, it affect my family and my team because, you know, they living in a world of, you know, perception becomes reality. So, you know, it's a team of people that's counting on me. You know, my dad is counting on me to be that elite player. You know, my sons is counting on me. You know, everyone in my family is counting on me in some way of, you know, the positive for our family to look towards and be like, yeah, that's us.
I mean, looks like you're taking care of them pretty good, man.
You have to.
So for 8 years, though.
9 years.
For 8 years, it seemed like everything was smooth and perfect.
Yeah.
The 9th year, like what happened?
Yeah. Well, football, a game as a player, well, where you have to, you know, sometimes things are bigger than just my issues, you know? If me and you are part of a team, our issues, you know what I mean, it can't affect the common cause of winning. So some of that stuff, you know what I mean, I could put my pride or anything to the side in regards of the big grand scheme of things. The big grand scheme of things for us to win. You know, the integrity of things could kind of go out the window when the ultimate thing is for us to win. So as a young player, you're just focusing on making a living. You know, you're not focusing on the reality of things, you know what I mean, the camaraderie of things, you know what I mean? But I feel like the older you get, the more you realize. And you start to realize what's important. Is money important? Is winning important? Or the integrity between the men on the team are important? And, you know, the older you get, the more, you know, you understand what means most to you, what's important to you. You know, what do you stand for? You know, who are you? And I feel like the more years you play, you know, different guys experience on a different level. And for me, you know, it just, you know, year 9 is just experiencing everything on a level of understanding and just coming and being more aware, being more smarter. You know, if you work for me for 9 years, wouldn't you expect you to know my girlfriend's name or my dad's name or my kid, or, you know, would you expect me to meet your kid or at least know you on a level of some sort of integrity to know, like, hey, man, I appreciate what you do. Any, like, condolence, or, you know what I mean?
So when you reference an organization that hasn't taken the time out to meet your family, to come around, to understand who you are, who are you talking about there?
I mean, the owner, you know what I mean? Guys who work in the organization, the coaches, you know.
So you also point out that you have great respect for them.
100% got respect for them.
Yeah.
But that's the difference of winning and losing. If I know your family and you know me, you're gonna have another level of how hard you're gonna go for me, or another level of understanding of a togetherness of what we committing to do. And it's like, when you even think about that little, you know what I mean, minute detail of, I mean, these are the people I'm working for, these are the people I'm working with. Like, how am I gonna work for the people that don't even know my family? You don't even know how I'm coming or who I'm really is, so you're not gonna have that respect for me or that energy for me when something go crazy, because you don't even know me.
So, is that what bothers you the most?
No, I'm just unbothered, you know, nothing really bothers me. It just, you know, from a standpoint of where I'm at, it just, you know, I'm ready to move forward, you know?
Why couldn't, I mean, like, it feels like that's really simple things. Like just knowing who you are, knowing
just
who
common
your family
courtesy, like, you know what I mean? Because when it boils down to it, like, I already done everything in the NFL. Like, it's nothing really I haven't done. I made the contracts, I made the money, I really made the records. You know, I really led the league in all 3 categories: receiving, yards, receptions, touchdown. So at the end of the day, for me, you know, it's bigger than just the game that we play of ball. You know, it's about the respect of people and camaraderie. You know, I would like to know the guy, you know, I work for got my best interest. Now, I'd like to know the team got my best interest. But when it comes to business and NFL and football, you know, it's a business. So in business, you know, some things are not personal. So for me, you know, it's not personal between me and no organization. It's just where I'm at now, you know, it's just, You know, you either helping me build or you stopping me. So it's like, what are we doing?
That's interesting, though. You say it's not personal. It feels personal, but it's more about the fact that...
It's not personal at all.
Yeah.
It's not personal.
Did you tell them that?
Of course. I met with Mr. Rooney. Like, he knows it's not personal.
What was your message to him?
Just appreciation, man. Thanks for the opportunity, man. Thanks for, you know, giving a 21-year-old kid opportunity to live his dream and experience the NFL really at a high level. You know, by me playing for the Steelers, it gave me the opportunity for everyone to know who I am, you know, gave me opportunity for me to not only bless my family, you know what I mean, just bless everyone around me. So, you know, it's just in business, you know, sometimes in business, you know, we can agree to agree or we can agree to disagree. I'll always be a Steeler, you know, always be able to come back and, you know, share love and be a part of history in some sort of regard.
What are your feelings for the people in the organization?
Well, I'm super grateful, you know, I'm honored to have been a part of such great organization, to learn about their ecosystem and how they run business, and to be able to, the feeling I got, you know, from the fan, you know, that can never be replaced. You know, that you know, when I run in that stadium, you know, that feeling that they give me, you know, it was second to none, you know, and you know what I mean, the Steeler bars, you know, it's a culture, so. It's
funny, we saw that guy in the Steelers hat come up to you yesterday.
Yeah, the people love me, bro. It's no drama. They know it's a business, bro. Like, people love me, bro. It's never personal. It's a business, bro. You know what I mean? So, in business, you know, it's agree, you know. What's right for their business wasn't right for my business and wasn't right for, you know, vice versa. Okay. We can agree to move on. It's all positivity.
It started seemingly a couple of years ago when Ben started to call you out on the radio. Is that the case? Was that when it began?
Criticism really is a part of the job. You know what I'm saying? I answer criticism with achievement. Yeah. You know, it don't matter if someone called me out. You call me out right now, if I give you more negative words, it's just gonna be a exchange. You know, I could answer criticism with my actions, with what I do as far as my achievement. I love Ben. You know, Ben's my quarterback. You know, he's feeding me the ball. You know what I mean? He take care of me. I'm not worried about him calling me out. Yeah. But, you know, on a professional level is like, yo, like if I'm your guy, make me know I'm your guy. You know what I mean? Don't say I'm your guy, then call me out. See, now that's an issue. You know what I mean? If you're gonna call me out and we're gonna live upon those rules, let's do it. Because I'm always in for a challenge to hold myself to all kind of standards, you know what I mean, of commitments, of excellence. So if that's all we living by, that's the standard. Let the standard be the standard. But don't say I'm your guy and then point finger. Don't say I'm your guy and don't throw me the ball the whole first quarter. Don't say I'm your guy and you asking my coach, yo, what's wrong with AB? Or I'm injured in training camp, I gotta go away to get treatment, and now you tell the coach to come down on me, and then my guy call me, tell me like he's something, like he the one got these, like the coach on me. I'm like, yo, this is my quarterback. So it's just a lot of.
You're looking for transparency.
Yeah, I'm not looking for anything. I just want to play football. I don't want to play no games. You know what I mean? If I'm on your team, I'm on your team. If I'm not, I'm not. I'm not willing to. You know what I mean? I don't want to play with so much integrity, and you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Football is a game you got to play at peace. You know, sometimes I have to block some of the people that I love to not be so indwelled on just a game. Like when I come home in the season, my dad want to call me, talk about the game, this person, and then if I call myself just keeping that moment, talking about stuff over and over, I'm not able to move forward. You know, every week it's a new opportunity to move forward. You know what I mean? And you got to have that really good mental capacity to be able to, you know what I mean? Yeah. Do this, restart. Do this, restart. And when you start doing that habit, you want to know that the people got your back there with you. You know what I mean? Not that, you know what I mean, they're going to make me out to be someone I'm not or not give me the respect I think I deserve, because at the end of the day, it's about respect. You don't seem angry, if I'm reading you right. Angry for what? Like I'm healthy. I'm healthy. I have a beautiful family. Like, what am I mad about? Like, I guess it just feels like it was a really, like a dramatic few months. Like it's, you know. It's just dramatic because, you know, the people in the world control the narrative as far as the perception of how they put out. You know, if they say AB this bad guy, I'm this bad guy now. Yeah, I'm a 6th-round freaking draft pick from freaking Liberty City. I just showed you where I fucking come from. Like, bro, it's no joke that I'm just positive and poised, because look where I come from. Right. Like, bro, where you see a neighborhood, if it's news, we hit the hood about it. Like, if it's something going on, the hood's gonna pull up. So it's like, I come from, you know what I mean? I come from like nothing. So it's like, to me, we done made everything already. Like, I'm at peace with life.
Yeah, I thought that was the nice part about today. It was kind of seeing.
There's no anger, man. We blessed. My dad's here, he's healthy. My sons will be here shortly, they're healthy. Like, my mom's healthy. Like, my life's great, man.
What happened with the speeding issue?
That's another thing, is like, I'm a Pittsburgh Steeler in Pittsburgh. It's Thursday, we have a game later tonight. It's 9:30 in the morning, I'm driving to go to a meeting at the hotel. The police pulled me over, say I'm a suspect for a bank robbery. So I'm like, bro, I already robbed you guys legally. Like, I brought my talent, you guys paid, we have an indebted business we going. So I'm like, bro, you gotta be kidding me, because I'm like, obviously I'm a public figure. I'm like, yo, I see the police at the games, we do community stuff with the police. Like, why am I just being targeted? This Thursday night, we have a game, like. So they guys call more police, they take pictures of me, you know what I mean? Now I'm on the news.
So it was just speeding?
I don't know, man, you guys saw the tape, like.
Yeah. Okay.
Then they want me to go to court for a speeding ticket. I send my lawyer, then it's like media waiting for me. I don't go now, it's a big deal. Don't want to go to court for traffic tickets, right?
You just left the windows open.
Exactly. Because little stuff like that don't matter, man. Like, it's a bigger purpose of world of living. Like, we talking about football problems. Like, yo, this is minute. I have real problems. You know what I'm saying? I have family that's counting on me. I have my uncle who's in a wheelchair. I have, like, real issues in the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? The football stuff, that's just a kid's game that I do. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what my dad did. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, that's generational, already installed in me. That's what I do. My dad did that, so it's like, that's in my blood. Like, you know what I mean? I don't take it personal about nothing. I just know my dad, and we discuss sports in the game, we talk about the integrity. You know what I mean? I would have liked for me and Ben to be cool. You know what I mean? I thought we was cool, but when I think, I've been in his house one time, he been in my house one time. You know what I mean? We don't work out in the off season. It's like, yo, if we really want to win, you think that's winning? That's not winning. That's not winning culture. You know what I mean? If I'm gonna do something in the team, we gotta be on the same page. We gotta, you know what I'm saying? We gotta understand each other. We gotta know what we set out to do. And if it's important to him and if it's important to me, if we would, you know what I mean, collectively together, that's what we should have done. Yeah. But it haven't gotten done, so I don't know. I'm just trying to win in life and everything I do. Like, it ain't about personal about no one. I don't take none personal. Because at the end of the day, I feel like God in control of my life. So if I do the right things, everything pan out. And I don't got to put my faith in no one, because, you know, I would trust in God and myself.
Since day one? Since
day one, bro. I'm from Liberty City. I've been betting on myself. So you see where we were just at and where we at now. So
yeah, a little different.
So there's a big difference. And that come with, you know, having the right attitude, being able to deal with some negativity. I'm from Liberty City, bro. You think I had kids rank on me all day? Like, bro, your hair nappy, your shoes dirty. Like, bro, you gotta have tough skin. Like, that's how we was born. So it don't matter what no one say. You know what I mean? I know what I stand for. I know who I am. I know what I bring to the table. You heard my uncle say he know his worth. I know when you see 84 out there. I know when you see 84 out there, the way I work is gonna inspire everyone around. And if you're not inspired, you're just not want to be great. You're just a regular person. And that's cool too. But what I'm trying to do is try and be special.
Yeah. Yeah, you're confident that you can walk into another building and show that place who you are and what you do.
See, when you a kid, they teach you addition. You know, addition is a problem searching for an answer. When you get older, they teach you algebra. Algebra is the answer searching for the problem. I am the answer. My uniqueness is the answer. But I'm not trying to sell you here. You here at 8,000 square feet on behalf of Mr. Big Chest. You know, welcome to greatness, bro. Come on, what are we talking about? Yeah.
Week 17.
Yeah.
What happened?
Week 17, we coming off of big losses against the Saints. Yo, I'm sore. We just been on the turf. I come see the coach. I say, Coach, like, yo, I'm sore, man. Like, what are you thinking? Like, you know, I may need a couple of days to get right. Coach like, man, you sore? Just go home if you sore. Go home? You want me to go home? All right, go home. It's the last game of the year, I went home. So he told you sore, you can't play, go home. So now everyone want to have a meeting, they want to talk, he want to invite me over to his house, but it's like, bro, in the biggest game of the week or the season, you saying go home. Because I'm sore? So when I'm saying, that was like the camel took his last straw after that. You know, it's just like, if you guys not serious about winning, what am I, you know what I mean, here wanting to win? And then he wanted me to invite me over to his house to watch the game. Like, bro, I got 5 kids. You think I got time to come to your house? Like, not even being personal, but just like on just an honest opinion.
Was it just too late at that point?
Yeah,
because
it's
like
too late.
You know what I mean?
It's
Like
super too late, like, of course. It's like, that's like if you worked for me for 9 years, I never even had you over, had a relationship, all of something, you tell me you can't work, I say go home, now I'm inviting you to hang out.
Right.
That's
my point.
In
like
the midst of that, it's too late, like,
okay.
You know? It's too late.
There's gonna be general managers that wanna know that that's not gonna happen.
Bro, listen, I don't even have to play football if I don't want, bro. I don't even need the game. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to prove nothing to anyone. If they want to play, they're gonna play by my rules. If not, I don't need to play.
You want the game now?
No, I don't. I mean, okay? Obviously I want the game, but I don't need the game. It's a different. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to play for no one. Like, I'm happy. You see this? It's paid off cash. I don't owe no one. I'm a millionaire, bro. I'm an entrepreneur. Like, I don't have to prove no one anything. You know what I mean? Like, I never quit and miss a game ever. I check my record. They know my background. But that's what the NFL is an organization. Organizations can create narratives and lower your value based on your position, but you can't lower my value. I'm Antonio Brown. I come from somewhere. I stand for something. I showed you. You know what I mean? If someone don't believe that, perfect, don't call me. Like, it's okay. Like, I'm perfectly fine walking away fully healthy or whatever. So if you ain't got the demands to meet the demands, make it move. I'm not just a young player searching for something to make a difference. I already made a difference. The Steelers probably gave me 5 contracts, including extensions, almost $100 million and change. I'm $30 million up cash. Like, what do you want to tell me? It don't matter. I don't even have to play. My dad was great. If I retire right now, I think I'm great.
Yeah.
So what did that mean?
When you talk about you don't need the game, I mean, you clearly don't need anything more in terms of you've saved your money, you're responsible like that.
Yeah.
How much do you still want to play the game?
Well, I love to play the game. You know, the commitment to the game, the being a part of something special than yourself. You know, to be committed with a group of guys to doing something special that's bigger than yourself. That's the ultimate. You know, to win a ring and be in a situation where it's embracing and it's love. Because that when you can flourish and play this kid game and really, I mean, to the max.
That's the thing. Like when we walked on that field, we started the day walking on that grass, and you commented, you said this grass is unbelievable. Man, that grass was patchy as hell. But you just like, I'm not calling you out. I just believe that you want to play football.
Of course I want to play football. Yeah. I'm a player. That's who I am. That's what I do. But obviously, you know, at the times we're in now, we got to play smarter. You know, football is a game. You know, life is the real thing. So to be able to play with a team that's motivated, young, hungry, exciting, you know, that'd be the ultimate.
Yeah.
You know, I just want to be in the right situation, in the right environment to do something special. That's the ultimate.
That grass was patchy as hell.
You know? But to me, that's everything, you know?
That's what I'm saying. You're already on your way to the Hall of Fame. What more do you want to accomplish, though?
I want to just continue to, you know, just, you know, affect the game, encourage my kids, and affect kids to stand up and believe in themselves. You know, the world now is they could poison you with the narrative, negative narrative. You know, so just giving people the hope and the encouragement of, you know, and be true to who you is. You know, stand up for who you are. Like, don't be afraid or in a shell about who you are, man. Take home ownership of your life. You ain't gotta, I don't have to prove no one nothing. All I'm proving, I'm Antonio Brown for Liberty City. That's what I stand for. I don't need the NFL. I'm not a young player I'm 10 years in who I make millions of dollars. You like see where you're at, like, and that's what other players don't get. I don't have to play this game. Now I just do it for fun.
you described your mom earlier as being a very
right direct, right to the point.
You sound like exactly what you described.
Yeah. I'm not trying to prove to the general manager. If you think I'm not a good player, if you think I want to do you right, I don't want to be around you. I just told you I do algebra, not addition. I am not auditioning for nothing. I am an answer. If you want to bring my uniqueness to a situation for the answer, perfect. I'll show you. I'll show you the commitment. I'll show you who I am. But if you know what I mean, you got in doubt, don't even call me. I don't need you to call me. I got a lot of great investments that make a lot of money. I don't need the money. I just do this to inspire my kids and to motivate kids around the world to be your best self. Challenge yourself. Live out your full potential. Achieve your dream. Set goals. Have a vision. I'm not none of these young guys who I'm not having you guys here to think I'm trying to prove a point to the NFL. Everyone want the sob story. I'm from the hood. I can't, you know what I mean? I came from nothing, so I got a nothing mentality. No, I came from nothing, now I got everything. I used to have a whole lot of nothing, now I got a whole lot of everything. And know what that came with? That came with growth. It came with discipline. It came with hard work. It came with dedication. It came with focus. It came from not letting people bring me down with what they say. It came from knowing who I am, standing on good foundation. And that's who I am. And that's what we want to show. We don't want to prove nothing to no one. If you want to prove something, someone cut on my tape.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got the 10-year-old DVD too.
Yeah, show them me playing. That's the God-given part. You know what I mean? What I do with that is my part, and me standing up and showing other positive things is, my giving back to God.
What did you think of Kevin Colbert's comments? 52 kids in a game.
He pretty much explained what I already had told everyone. He just confirmed it. He confirmed everything I said, and I didn't go about it in a bad way and said, I said it because I know my fans want to hear from me. I sat back and watched everyone take all kind of jabs, uppercuts at me, and Mr. Big Chest stood in there. I didn't complain. I didn't point a finger. I didn't seek comfort. I took responsibility. I let everyone say their piece. I didn't say nothing. I let everything hit the fan, and then I had a Q&A. I asked my fans, because I know everyone went, when is AB going to sit down and do an interview? When is he going to do that? But it's like, man, I don't want to make the organization that really took a chance on me when I was 21 look bad. Obviously, I know there are some cultural issues and some, issues that was already at hand that, I already knew, but I couldn't really say that because out of respect for the organization and for the members I work with, I didn't want to put them in an uncomfortable position. Mm-hmm. But I knew it was a perfect time for me to really ask my fans because I know they was getting so much speculation of, oh, AB's mad, AB like this, he don't know, man, that's not who I am. So when I said what I said and he said what he said, it confirmed of the whole truth of what I already had said.
He tried to clarify.
Of course he tried to clarify because he stated the truth and he gonna backpedal on his words. But what ideally grown man's call another grown man a kid? 52 kids, like you don't have no respect for these guys? Like these the guys that go to work for you. And that's what I'm telling you guys, that's my issue. You know what I'm saying? It's all about respect. You know what I mean? Like, obviously everyone's not gonna be treated the same. Everyone's on different levels. But it gotta be a common respect. Because if there's a common respect, this guy gonna go a little harder. Mm-hmm. That guy gonna go a little harder. And that's gonna produce winning. I know what it takes to win.
It's too late. This feels like it could just be, it doesn't feel that bad.
Nah, it's a little outdated, man. Yeah. Just a little outdated.
Too little too late.
Yeah, a little too late. Just, things not getting better, they're not changing. You know what I mean? He just stated it. It's 52 kids and it's this guy. So it's like, bro, it's one team. Like, obviously this guy's here, but even if the team's here, when we together, we all here. So that's what it is, man. Just understanding truths. It's not a fight, man. It's just the truth. Mm-hmm. And he confirmed the truth. 52 kids and it's a guy. It's a guy and it's 52 kids.
What blame, if any, do you take?
Blame that I take?
For the breakdown in the relationship.
I don't take any blame. I just think I took responsibility for my situation. You know, I didn't point a finger. I didn't make no one look bad. I didn't throw no stones at anyone. And I just shared with you what had happened. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, guys like, yo, he left the game. He did this. Yeah, I left the game. I'm standing with guys that my coach just told him I quit on them. How am I, like, you know what I mean? That's like you going to war and then the coach told you I quit on you. So that's so much negative energy drawn towards me. Like, for what? Mm-hmm. I never quit on anything in my life, bro. If I quit, I would have been died already, bro. You see where I'm from? Yeah. But you can't quit. Where you're from. You can't quit. You know what I mean? So for me, it was all about being a professional, taking in the negativity, sharing my positive, and seeing him confirm my positive just showed everybody what it is. Mm-hmm. It's 52 kids. Obviously, I'm not the kid anymore.
You're not a kid. Marquise Pouncey's not a kid.
Yeah, Pouncey's a kid. That's what he just said. He said Pouncey's a kid. Pouncey, my guy, I love him. I know, like, Pouncey got a problem with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it ain't even, it's just a principle. That's like if I call you a kid, like, it's ESPN, then it's kids, like, yeah. Bro, out of respect, how would you feel? You a professional, how would you feel? You work for ESPN, right? We on ESPN SportsCenter. So what if they said, yo.
I'd be bummed.
Exactly, you'll be bummed. Like, how you work for someone who think you a kid? Like, bro, that's what mentality you got?
Yeah.
It's not right. So I think, you know, I handled it the right way, but, you know, I gave him all January. I gave him a little bit of Black History Month to throw stone. Now when it come March, it's gonna be March Madness. Not for nothing bitter, but just positivity for standing for what's right. You know? Yep. Status, titles, all that stuff don't matter. It's all about what you're willing to do when you put your hand in the pile. If me and you on the same